have you been?
Well, I've been driving Granny and Mr. Clampett around Griffith Park looking for Robin Hood.
Robin Hood?
Jethro.
You mean that nut actually took to the woods like he threatened?
Oh, yes, Chief. He claims that leaving that castle in England robbed him of his birthright. So now he's hiding out in the park, and the Clampetts are trying to get him back.
Unbelievable.
Not for Jethro.
I mean for them to want him back.
And besides, Ellie Mae's with him, and also the family truck and a couple of Ellie's pets.
What ho, little John? See any rich merchants a-coming? Hey, mate, Marion, what did little John say?
Well, he said he didn't see no rich merchants a-coming.
Ask him if he's seen any fat friars.
But you done ate 2 fat friars.
Talking about Granny's chicken? Oh, never mind. I got me one sad bunch of merry men. And yonder's the saddest. A hound dog, a ape, a dumb old girl cousin that don't know a preacher from a bullet.
Don't forget me, Robin Hood.
Well, I don't know if I can trust you, Miss Stella. Your boyfriend deserted, and he was the only real merry man I had.
Buddy will be back. He left his wheels.
Well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to hold you hostage.
Really?
If he don't come back, well, whatever was his is going to be mine.
Well, why wait? You're Robin Hood. This park is your domain. You're the law west of the freeway.
Yeah?
Sure. A man like you just takes what he wants.
Even if she belongs to somebody else?
Of course.
Hot dog! I'm going to take her.
Crazy. Is he for real? What's the matter, Miss Della? I don't think the Jolly Green Giant has those carrots.
Granny, quit your stall walking. You know Jethro will be back quick as he gets hungry.
Gets hungry? Look at that. He must have toted off 100 pounds of victuals.
About enough to last him till sundown.
I'm afraid for the boy. He's gonna get hurt.
He ain't gonna get hurt.
Oh, yes, he is. I'm gonna put a hardwood finish on them red rompers of his.
Hey, just simmer down. Jethro is gonna get over this Robin Hood notion.
But what about Ellie Mae? Out there in the woods, don't that worry you?
Granny, that girl was born and raised in the woods. Besides, she's got old Duke with her and that dressed-up ape. I mean, the little one, not Jethro.
I'm too nervous to sit here. Let's go back to that park and find them.
We ain't got a ride till Miss Jane comes back with the groceries.
Oh, I forgot.
Besides, maybe that Buddy fellow will find him.
Oh,
That boy we picked up in the park with the long hair and the beads.
oh, yeah. The one Miss Jane said was a yippie.
I believe it was Hippie.
Yippie. He looked like a nut to me.
Sure was friendly.
Too friendly. Kept trying to find out how I smoke crawdads.
You know, Granny, there's nobody can smoke crawdads like you.
Well, he sure knew nothing about it. Kept asking me which end to light, and was the easy draw.
He was just making talk. A real pleasant fella. Says he's gonna get his friends from Sunset Strip to help find Jethro.
Wake up in there!
Come on out, buddies. Let's go. Hey. There you go. Come on. Hello, girl. Keep it up. Keep it coming. Keep it up. Keep it going. Keep it going. Come on in here. Pull it. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to pledge allegiance to our new leader, the king of the cats, the pharaoh of the far out, Robin Hood. I know we've had some great leaders in the past, Eric the Red, Buffalo Bill, and the late, great Lady Godiva. But hear me, friends, our new leader is El Supremo. This cat chases dragons. This cat flies with the birds and talks to the apes. This cat smokes crawdads. And we are going to be his band of merry men. We're going to take from the rich and give to the poor.
Yes, look going up the road. It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Robin Hood and Little John.
apologize.
No need, Chief. That was the only sack left.
It's you I'm apologizing for. Did you have to wear that silly-looking bird watcher's outfit?
This is most appropriate for searching the woods of Griffith Park.
It's pretty embarrassing in the supermarket.
Speaking of the supermarket, Mr. Drysdale, what are we for all them groceries?
Ah!
Oh, no.
Now, please, please. Put away your money. It's all been taken care of.
Miss Jane?
He's right, Mr. Clampett. He deducted it from your account.
Suppose you help Granny put away the groceries.
May I give her the trading stamps?
Look into a mirror, bird watcher, and you'll see a stool pigeon. Mr. Clampett, I've got a great idea to get your money out of that English castle. We'll turn it into a car wash.
Car wash?
Well, it's all stone. It can't hurt the walls or floors, and we'll pipe the water in from the moat. Now, wait till you hear the name I've got for it. The Earl of Clampetts Classy Castle Car Wash.
Give me the crawdads next, Miss Jane. I want to put them where I can get at them easy.
Well, I'm sorry, Granny. We went to 5 supermarkets, but none of them had crawdads.
When is Beverly Hills going to catch up with Bug Tussle?
Who wears green and stands tall? Oh, Robin Hood. Who's the leader of us all? Oh, Robin Hood. Oh, Robin Hood. Robin Hood. Hey, come on now, Robin Hood. Robin Hood. Hey. Who looks good and moves so fine? Oh, Marianne. She's as sweet as cherry wine. Oh, Marianne. Oh, Robin Hood. Robin Hood. Hey, come on now, Robin Hood. Robin Hood. Hey. Little John gonna do the boogaloo. Oh, Little John. Little John gonna do the monkey too. Oh, Robin Hood. Robin Hood. Hey, come on now, Robin Hood. Robin Hood. Hey.
Hail, Robbie Baby. 4 travelers have just entered your forest. Is it the sheriff of Nottingham and his men? No, one of them is your uncle the tyrant. One of them is Granny the Crawdad Queen. One looks like a rich merchant, and the one driving is either a scout leader or Smokey the Bear's sister.
How about meeting back here in 1 hour?
Dandy. Granny, ain't that a fancy hat to wear in the woods?
This is what you call a camouflage. Jethro will think I'm a trailing arbutus.
Here, Granny. You take the north.
What did you say?
You take the south. Miss Jane will take the north. Mr. Drysdale and me take the east and west where the going is a mite rougher.
Yeah.
Kid, we ought to have guns.
Granny, we want Jethro alive.
Not for him. But them woods look like they'd have bobcats and wolves and snakes in them.
You know, somebody should stay here and guard the car. I'll volunteer.
These woods are perfectly safe. You'll not be lost there.
That's not that. Guarding the car is a dangerous job. It might get stolen.
I lock it.
You lock your big mouth.
You going, Mr. Drysdale?
No, you 3 can have the glory. I'll stay here and do the dirty work.
All right, see you back here. All right, now, everybody, beat the bushes.
It ain't the bushes I'm gonna beat.
I believe one can catch more flies with sugar. Robin Hood made merry in Little John. It is I, your friend.
Maybe she's got something there, Granny.
Could be. Jethro, I got something for you, darling. Come and get it.
Wake up, rich merchant. You are the prisoner of Robin Hood and his merry men.
Stand and deliver.
Jethro! Ellie Mae.
It's Robin Hood and Maid Marian. This here's Little John.
And Alan the Dale and Will Scarlet. And Much the Miller's son. And Sir Guy Gisborne. Where's my uncle the tyrant and the others?
Cowards ran off and left me.
Whilst he's waiting, we'll tie you up and hold you for ransom.
Yeah, please here to prey on the rich.
But I'm not rich. I'm just a poor bank president. Honest, I haven't got any money, but I know the people who have. Now, if you'll let me go, I'll finger my rich friends for you.
Okay, it's a deal. Unhand him.
Thanks a lot, Robin Hood. Well, see you later. Tell Miss Hathaway I'll leave her car at the bank.
Hold it, finger man, hold it. You're one of us now.
That's right, Mr. Drysdale. You're joining my merry men.
Yeah. Uncle Rob needs you.
Hey, Robin Hood. Robbie Baby. Almighty leader. Fella, you chicks are turning the king of the cats into a lapdog. El Supremo. It's me, Sir Guy of Gisborne.
What do you want, Sir Guy?
Our new merry man, Sir Finger. He ain't married. He's glooming up the glade, bringing all the cats down.
Fetch that Saxon dog into my presence.
Right. Hey, Sax Baby, our glorious leader wants to lay the law on you. Behold, we have shared our threads with him. We have bedecked him with baubles, bangles, beads, and blossoms. He is the fairest in the forest, but he's still...
Shut up! Now, look, it's bad enough to wear these hippie hand-me-downs and the rest of this garbage, but these creeps want to pierce my ears.
We don't go for snap-ons, Daddy.
Get away from me.
You see, Robin? He is Sir Sad.
I'm going to grant you a boon, Sir Finger. I'm going to give you some fitting raiments.
Here. What is it?
But they's the best threads I got. They's even good enough for me. Now, go on, put them on.
Now, look, if you...
Our leader hath spake. Hie ye to yon bushes and gird thy loins. We're going to let light through thy lobes.
Oh, well. It's got to be an improvement.
Cool the knuckle Novocaine, baby. I would have further word with our leader.
Why don't you go away?
Well, I plan a trip just as soon as Robbie comes through with the crawdads.
What crawdads?
The kind Granny smokes.
Oh, yeah. I did promise to get you some.
So you did, oh man of La Mancha. Let us dream the impossible dream, huh?
Okay, let's go down to the lake.
That's where you find them. Well, we'll help you look.
Well, you got to be careful with crawdads. If you ain't, they really grab you.
Oh, lead us to the grabbers, Robbie. Come on, children. Come on. It's light-up time.
Seen anything of the young'un?
Not a sign.
Me neither.
Mr. Drysdale's gone.
The wolves got him.
There's a lot of bare footprints around the car.
The bears got him.
I mean, the prints of barefooted people.
The Indians got him.
Oh, no, he probably just decided to help us look. Likely went that way, down toward the lake.
Kid, don't forget my crawdads.
Ah, doggies, I think I know how to bring our hog to trough. Now, Jethro is uncommon fond of Granny's smoked crawdads. I'll catch him. Granny, you go to smoking them. And if that boy is within victual smell and range, which is about 20 miles, he'll come a-running.
Brilliant idea.
Now, spread out, everybody. We'll meet down by the lake.
I appreciate this, Robin Hood, but I'd rather have my own clothes. Where's everybody? Robin Hood! Friar Tuck! Sir Guy! Maid Marian! Little John!
Come on, Fred, let's go back in the car. There's no Robin Hood up here. I thought I heard a voice. Probably that kooky ranger.
I shot an arrow into the air. It fell to earth, I know not where.
Yes, Virginia, there is a Robin Hood.
it, Robin Hood.
Oh, hello, officers. Hiya, Rob. Now put away the bow and the arrow. We're going to take a little ride.
Ah, no, I'm not Robin Hood. I'm Sir Finger. I mean, Milburn Drysdale, president of the Commerce Bank.
Oh, sure you are. Come down now. The Sheriff of Nottingham wants to see you.
Really? Well, I guess you wonder what a nice fellow like me is doing in a place like this. Well, you see, I'm being held for ransom.
Really? Oh, by the wicked Prince John.
No,
don't you worry. See, we have Richard the Lionhearted on our side. And we can give you the room right next to him. Now, you see a lot of your old friends there. Caesar, Napoleon...
Now, just a minute!
Oh, no. Just relax. Just relax. You'll feel much better after they put you between those nice, wet sheets.
Now, it's done! Oh, just a minute!
Who's this?
That's Little John. I mean, Cousin Bessie.
Cousin Bessie? You know, Fred, I think you ought to have the room next to Tarzan.
All right.
Hey?
Oh, howdy, Paul. Sit down here and meet my little friend.
Yeah, that's a cute little rascal. It's a nursing bottle.
Oh, it's Cousin Bessie's. I got tired of playing Robin Hood and Maid Marian, so I come out here and found this little critter. Can I take him home?
I don't hardly think his ma would like that. But I'm right glad to hear that you're ready to come home.
You know, Paul, being out in the woods sure has made me homesick for the hills.
Me too, Ellie. My dog is, I believe it'd do us all good to take a trip back to the hills.
Yeah, we could go to the big fall festival at Silver Dollar City.
That's a dandy idea. Granny'd like it, and it might be just a thing to get Jethro's mind off of this Robin Hood nonsense. Where is he?
Oh, beyond the other side of that hill.
I'll see you there directly. Now, get that young'un back to his mama.
Yes, sir, Paul.
I tell you, I'm president of the Commerce Bank of Beverly Hills. Just ask my secretary. She's here in the woods someplace.
Wearing a leopard skin.
No, she's wearing a... Oh, forget it. Anyway, I was sitting in her car when these hippies captured.
Hippies?
Yes, the woods are full of them.
Erno! Where are you, honey?
Damn, those hippies do get into some weird outfits.
I've heard of the flower children, but that one's gone to seed. That's Granny. She can identify me. Her family has $60 million in my bank.
Really?
Yes, it was 70, but they spent $10 million on their English castle.
You're gonna like those wet sheets.
You rascal, you! I'm going to Mr. Drysdale.
You see? She's no hippie. She's as normal as I am.
Want to come with us, Granny?
I can't. I'm going down to the lake to smoke some crawdads.
Smoke some what?
Crawdads. But first, I need a little pot.
Quiet, comrades, quiet. Here comes our glorious leader. And he is not empty-handed. Hello, so Robin Redpants. Does yon sack contain crawdads? Sure does. Got 15 of the rascals. Big uns, too. Yeah, cool it, group, cool it. Sir Guy of Gisborne will be the first to set sail up Moon River.
Be careful now. Lays grabbers.
Grab me, baby, grab me. See? I told you. That thing's alive.
Sure.
You smoke those?
All the time. You got a match?
You are too far out for us. Come on, flower children. Back to Squaresville. Back to the Sunset Strip. Wait a minute now. Y'all are my married men.
We're not that merry, Robbie.
Hey, are you going too, Stella?
Yeah? But you write to me. Next time you're out there flying among the stars, let me know what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars.
Now, let me go.
See that?
Yeah, must have been 15, 20 hippies.
Shall we hold on to this one or go after them?
Let's do it the easy way. Let's go get the 20 hippies.
getting over the Rockies will take 2 days in this thing.
Here, pour some of this in the gas tank.
Whoa, boy, hold on now. Granny, is that Mountain Dew?
Yeah. And it do get you over the mountain.
It do melt the engine, too.
Jed, we don't want to miss the festival. Everybody and his dog will be at Silver Dollar City come Saturday.
We'll make it.
You think Pearl gonna meet us there?
How about that, boy? You heard from your ma?
No, but maybe there's a letter in this morning's mail.
I'll go to the box and see.
Hey, wait a minute, Ellie, that's my letter.
It sure will be nice to see Cousin Pearl again. And all the rest of the folks back home. Jim Owen, Mitch Ford, the Hershans.
I hear tell Pete Hershan had a baby.
Way I hear it, it was his wife. I guess that is pretty old, ain't it?
That's older than both of us.
I sure hope Jimmy Driftwood comes up from Timbo.
Me too, Granny. I love to hear that rascal play the mouth bow.
I bet they have a square dance that'll shake the hills.
With old Chick Allen and the Bald Knobbers playing the music.
Swing your partner, one and all. Swing your partner around the hall. Up again! Look what I got.
From your ma?
No, from the president.
President of what?
The president of the whole country.
You got a letter from Jeff Davis?
Randy, I keep telling you, he ain't the president.
I don't get into that scrap. Let me see, boy. My doggies is right, Granny. It says, the President of the United States to Jethro Bodine, greetings.
What does he want with Jethro?
He wants me to join the armed forces and fight for my country.
Can I join too, Paul?
Well, he didn't invite you, he just invited me.
Well, I can fight better than you.
You can't neither.
I can too.
Can't.
That's enough of that. According to this, Jethro, you ain't got but a few days to report.
Yeah, next Friday.
Well, you'll be driving us to the festival next Friday. Now, you go in there, call the president, and tell him you're too busy.
Now, wait. If he was kind enough to send greetings and a personal invite, the boy ought to show up on time.
Well, how we gonna get to Silver Dollar City?
I'll call Miss Jane, have her put you and Ellie on an airplane.
Why ain't you coming, Pa?
I think I'd best stay and see Jethro gets into the Army proper.
You mean Ellie and me ain't gonna have no men folks to protect us?
You don't need no protection.
Jed, have you forgot what kind of men come up from them hollers at festival time? Why, even a woman at my age ain't safe from them bold rascals. Why, they's liable to grab me and kiss me and... Let's go call Miss Jane. She's likely to want to go with us.
Jethro is joining the Army?
Well, he's received his induction notice.
Well, don't worry. I've got some friends in the draft board. I'll call and use my influence. I'll make sure they take him.
In the first place, Jethro is anxious to serve his country. He's just trying to decide which branch of the service to apply for.
I was in the quartermaster corps myself. Made sergeant. Ran a little lending service on the side.
You never saw combat, did you?
Me? I went through some of the bloodiest fighting of the war. Got shot at a dozen times.
But you never went overseas.
When you lend money to soldiers at 40%, you don't have to. Mr. Clampett.
Howdy. Miss Jane, I put the women folks and the suitcases in your car. I sure do appreciate this.
My pleasure, Mr. Clampett.
Are you going back to the hills with them?
Well, they did invite me, but it's really up to Mr. Drysdale.
Oh, I'd love for her to go, but it would cost me $300 a week to replace her.
$300?
Is it my fault you do the work of 4 women?
Certainly is. Mr. Clampett, are you coming to the airport with us?
Well, no, thank you. I got to talk money with Mr. Drysdale.
Oh, yes. Well, you run along. Well, going to deposit a little money, eh?
No, I'm going to draw some out.
Oh, it's a beautiful drive to the airport.
Well, I know it is, but I need some money for Jethro.
Oh, I see. A little pocket money for the soldier boy. Well, I'll take care of that. Now, let's see. His allowance is 50 cents a week, right?
That's right, but
And you want to give him a raise, reward him for his patriotism. That's a good idea. Let's show him how proud we are of him. We'll give him 60 cents a week.
What I have in mind...
Now, don't overdo it. After all, the government pays his expenses and gives him a handsome salary besides.
Yeah, I heard tell it costs the government $35,000 or $40,000 to train and equip each boy.
Right. Of course, in Jethro's case, it'll cost more. They have to feed him.
Reckon 50,000 to cover it?
Oh, I think so.
Okay, that's what I want to draw out. Look, you told me that the government up in Washington was hurting for money and deep in debt.
Yes, but...
Well, I can't let the government pay for Jethro when I got all them millions just laying here in your bank.
But you just can't. People, you just can't.
Kid! Well, that's Jethro back from the studio. He went over there and looked at all the different uniforms. In here, boy. He figured that'd help him decide which branch of the service to join.
How do you like it?
Dandy iron hat. You get you cornered, you can butt your way out.
Jethro, that's the uniform of a Prussian field marshal.
Hot dog!
If you show up at the induction center wearing that, they'll think... I like it. It's great. Now go right over, and when you walk in, give it this. Tell them Bismarck sent you.
I ain't decided on this one for sure. I got a whole bunch of other uniforms.
Well, let's see 'em, boy.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, you wait right here now.
And doggy, look at them pistols.
Ain't they something? Well, this is the kind of uniform old Blood and Guts wore. Who? General Patton. He's my hero. A fighting fool. Rode around in a great big old tank.
How do you like it, Mr. Drysdale?
Fine, fine. They'll put him right in Section 8.
Is that good?
A lot of men try for it.
Dandy. Looks like you're all set, boy.
Oh, no, not till I get my tank.
Oh, that's right. You better make that 100,000. Like I said, I ain't gonna let the government pay Jethro's bill. Now, go get yourself the best tank money can buy.
Hey, what's he crying about?
Sorry to see you go, Rick.
Whew. Well, how do you like it?
That's small, ain't it? Looks like you got the run of the litter.
No. I think I'd start with this one. Then when I got the hang of handling the tank, give me one of them great big rascals.
Pretty fair-sized weapon on this little tank. Like a dandy goose gun.
Yeah, that rascal. Really reach out and bring him down.
What are you shooting at?
Well, I couldn't buy no shells, but I got a hold of some blasting powder. Figure I'd muzzle load her and tamp in some rocks.
Don't shoot it around the neighborhood. These city folks is even jumpy about my squirrel gun.
Us tank generals drives mostly through fields and woods and stuff.
I'd stay out of downtown Beverly Hills if I was you.
Yes, sir. Figure the best woods is up in Griffith Park.
Ain't that where you played Robin Hood?
Yes, sir. But I done outgrow that kind of stuff.
Well, you got until Friday to practice driving and shooting.
Well, I sure could use some help in there. Hey, how about you being my crew?
I don't know nothing about them gadgets, boy.
Well, you could be a Prussian field marshal. I got the uniforms right there in the tank.
Oh, thanks. I'll call Mr. Drysdale. Maybe he can help you find a crew.
Okay.
Look at that nut.
Have a heart. If the Army finds out that Jethro is idiotic enough to impersonate a general, then they'll never take him.
Right. Now go report to your commanding officer.
Tank crew reporting for duty, sir.
Well, Miss Jane, you're a woman.
Thank you. That's the nicest thing that's been said to me all day.
What's the problem here? You having trouble with this soldier? You can be shot for disobeying a general.
It ain't that. I can't have a woman in my tank. You want people to think I'm a nut?
Certainly not.
Then you be my crew.
But I'm not in uniform.
There's plenty of uniforms in the tank. You can be a Prussian field marshal. Now, come on, hop in.
I'm not going.
Are you disobeying a general?
Okay. It's just a short trip.
That's what you think. We's going to Griffith Park.
Oh, sure. Just make a right turn as you go through the gate.
We ain't going through the gate. We's going out the back way and cut across country.
General, General.
What?
Nothing. Nothing. You and the field marshal have a nice trip.
Odd little machine, isn't it?
Yes.
Hello? Yes, ma'am. This is Jed Clampett. Long distance? Pearl, how are you? Did Granny and Ellie Mae get there all right?
Yeah, Cousin Jed, the three of us is just fixing to leave for the festival. I sure wish you and Jethro was here.
Me too, Pearl, but I reckon Granny told you about Jethro.
Yeah. She says Jethro's been offered a job by the government. No, she didn't say what kind of job. But... Just a minute, Jed. Alverna Bradshaw, you get off this line. I know you're there, I hear you breathing. And I ain't gonna have you blabbing to everybody in these hills who I'm a-talking to, so hang up. After all, what I've got to say to my rich cousin Jed in California, who lives in a mansion in Beverly Hills and has $70 million in the bank and just got back from his castle in England where he's known as the Earl of Clampett, is none of your business.
Well, now, Pearl, getting back to Jethro.
Oh, yeah, Jed. I want to hear all about that fine government job my big, handsome son with the 6th grade Beverly Hills education is going to... Verna Bradshaw, that is the rudest thing I ever heard tell of.
What'd she do, Pearl?
She hung up. Pearl, the men is streaming by your house on the way to the festival. I'm talking to Cousin Jade on the telephone. Oh, Pearl, they're coming up out of the holler by droves. Big, old, good-looking rascals. Hey, you want to say hello? Hello? Hello out there? Granny, I mean to Cousin Jed on the telephone. Hello, Cousin Jed. Granny, you come over here. Oh, all right. Ellie! You go out on the porch and slow them down. Now smile real pretty. Try and break their stride. They's walking too fast. Yes, honey, your pa's on the phone. Say howdy to him. Oh, yes, my Pearl. Oh, here comes that good-looking Walter McKeegan. Walter! Granny, you stay away from Walter McKeegan. He's mine. Howdy, Pa.
Howdy, Ellie. Sounds like Granny and Pearl's after the same feller.
Yes, sir. They's fighting out front. I best go help the loser.
Who's losing?
Mr. McKeegan.
All right, honey, you all have a good time now and tell Pearl not to worry about Jethro. He's doing just fine.
Come on. Let's get a breath of fresh air, and then we'll have target practice. Ah! Watch that, Von Hindenburg.
Sorry, General.
Ready? Aim! You haven't got a shell in this gun, have you? No. Thank goodness. I wouldn't want to be in here. Hey, Von Hindenburg! Come back here!
Forget it!
Are you deserting under fire?
You bet!
You can't get away from me! I can follow you anywhere in my tank!
Oh, yeah? Well, let's see you follow me across the lake.
I'll get you for this, you Prussian dog!
Yep. Sure enough. There they are. Tank tracks. Heading right off into the woods.
Now, hold it, Fred. This is just the kind of thing that got you and Tony split up. These wild reports from Griffith Park, like seeing Robin Hood.
But we saw him, Charlie. I swear it.
Just like you see these tank tracks, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that could be a bulldozer. They're cutting fire roads all over here.
But the park ranger said he saw the tank.
Get me that clown on the horn. I'll talk to him. You know, they shouldn't leave those fellas alone up in those towers for so long. Gets to them.
Okay, Charlie, you're patched into the ranger.
Thanks.
Hi. How How are you? Say, about the report. What's that you say you're looking at? A man in uniform, in a small boat, crossing the water, about to be shot at. Tell me, is General Washington standing up, or is he... Oh, a German field marshal in the boat. Looks like von Hindenburg. Tell me, isn't your tower quite a long distance from the lake? Oh, you've got your glasses. What's in the glasses? Okay. No offense. Now, tell me more about the tank you claim you saw. Oh, that's what's just about to shoot at von Hindenburg. I didn't get that. Who's driving the tank? General Patton. And now he's putting mud and rocks into the barrel of the gun and tamping him down with a broomstick. I see. Now, look, you just sit tight, and we're gonna have you airlifted out of there. Man, he has really gone ape. He was right about Robin Hood. Oh, come on, Fred. Von Hindenburg in a boat, General Patton in a tank, getting ready to shoot at him. Let's get an air medic in a helicopter and... I did it! Cameron!
No wonder Patton carried pistols. Shooting that cannon off is murder.
Okay. Now, you see that stump across the lake down by the water there?
Yes?
Well, that's your target.
My target? I'm not going to shoot this thing.
Are you fixing to desert again?
No.
Okay, well, you get in there and button up. I'm going to get in the boat, row across the lake, and see how good you do.
Yeah, you do that. Clear across. Then hide behind some trees.
There it is.
Where?
Right through those trees.
By golly, it is a tank. Come on.
It's von Hindenburg.
Guten Tag, Herr Field Marshal.
All right, come on out.
Kommen Sie aus, schnell. Come and see here, Herr Hindenburg.
I'm not Hindenburg. Hey, that's the nut was playing Robin Hood.
Really?
And he'll claim that he's president of the Commerce Bank of Beverly Hills.
Don't let this uniform fool you. I'm president of the Commerce Bank of Beverly Hills.
Ja, und ich bin Kaiser Wilhelm. Was gibt es Neues?
I'll show you.
Hey, Charlie, where did you learn to sprechen the Deutsch?
I was parachuted behind the German lines, was captured, and spent 6 months in a prison camp.
I thought you were in the Quartermaster Corps.
I was, but I had to transfer to the paratroops for more pay.
How come?
Well, I borrowed a couple of $100 from this quartermaster sergeant. That Shylock charged me 40% interest compounded semi-daily.
Semi-daily?
He had his hooks in me, but good. Hounded me day and night.
See, fellas, I'm not von Hindenburg. In fact, I'm an ex-GI, a veteran.
Really?
I was a sergeant in the Quartermaster Corps.
Hey, I was in the Quartermaster Corps.
Well, I was at Fort MacArthur.
I was at Fort MacArthur, too.
How about that?
Yeah. I borrowed some money from a sergeant called Dracula Drysdale.
You did?
Looked a lot like you. I don't believe I caught your name.
Von Hindenburg. I've been hiding in Argentina for 50 years.
How'd it go, boy? No good, Uncle Jet. crew deserted me. I'm gonna turn this thing in and get the truck back.
You drop me off at the sheriff?
Oh, sure. Come on, hop in.
I gotta take $2,500.
Well, what for?
Well, 500 is for Mr. Drysdale's bail. And 2,000 is what he owes.
Boy, I ought to shoot that Mr. Drysdale.
If we don't get this money down there, there's a fella named Charlie gonna do it for you.